Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Julie and I like to talk about handbags here on this channel. And if you're not new and you're returning, thank you guys so much for joining me again for another video. So today we have a whole nother angle. I'm gonna try out this view. I was thinking, like, what's the best way to show every single size of the Florentine satchel in one shot? And I think this is the best route. I'm just gonna serve you guys up on my dining room table, and here we go. So what this is the ultimate guide to buying a satchel by Dooney and Bourke Florentine edition. Now I'll say there's a lot of people who've done this video, and so I'm not the first, and I'm probably not the ultimate guide, but it's gonna be a pretty good size comparison on each and every size going from nano to large. And I'm gonna go over several categories. I'm gonna go over each measurement. I'm gonna weigh each bag. I am going to show you what fits in each size. And I'm gonna show you some modeling shots at the end just so you can see what it looks like on a person. And so I'd like to go ahead and just start by showing you what is what. So here we have in front, we have the Nano in Brown Tea Moro, the Micro in Fuchsia. I have the Denim in the size Mini. And I have the Navy in the size Regular. And finally, I have the Large in the color Elephant. So, yes, this is all the sizes going from small all the way to large. And where I think I'd like to actually start out would be with the large, to be honest. I'm gonna start big and go to little. And I'm going to start also by weighing each bag, because weight is a huge deal for many people buying Florentine leather. It is a heavy leather because these bags are made with the finest materials. By the way, this is my ultimate favorite bag on the planet. As you can tell, I have multiple colors of all these. I just wanted to kind of show you guys just 5 that I have, but you guys, I'm obsessed. Like, clearly I want more. So yeah, let me go ahead. I'm gonna grab my scale and get started on weight. My scale's back here. It's a food scale, so I think this is gonna work out pretty well. I'm gonna start by weighing the large. This is gonna be the Big Mama, and inside I do have the strap, and this is totally empty. Okay, so an accurate weight that I'm reading right now is 3 pounds. I think on the website it's just under 3 pounds, but I'm weighing it in at 3 pounds 0.05, okay? And then as far as the measurements on the large, let's see here. There's 2 different larges, you guys. This is gonna be the new style of large, and I'm gonna measure these across the base. So this is 14 inches in length. We have, I'm gonna go up to underneath the flat fold over. Right above the D-ring is 10 inches, so 14 by 10 in height. By depth is 6 inches. Let's measure the mouth opening of the large. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna stand for this. Right about at 11 inches on this mouth opening. So that's pretty good. So obviously with the large, it's gonna hold everything that you need, like, and then some. It's a big bag. Some people use this as a work bag, and it definitely is the one that's gonna give you a ton of slouch, like tons of slouch. It comes with a 2-part strap. This strap is fairly thick. It's gonna be the thickest of all of them, but the width on this strap is just, I would say it's about 3/4 of an inch in width, okay? The dog leash clips on the large are larger than the other satchel sizes. And yeah, what I like to do with this bag in particular is actually double up this strap and make it into a shoulder strap, which I have a tutorial on TikTok of, so check that out. But yeah, with this bag, this holds everything that you would need. I'm gonna show you just some examples of some items that I'll put into the large. Here is a large pouch. Here is a full-size wallet, a full-size sunglasses. Here is another Coach wristlet pouch. And I'm not sure if you guys are seeing this, but here's what we have going on inside this bag. I am gonna grab an iPad just to show you that I believe an iPad can fit. Let me see if an iPad can fit. This does not have a case on it, just keep that in mind. Yes, an iPad can fit down into this bag. I also have this spiral notebook. I'm curious. No, let me show you guys. I think it's gonna be too small. The bag will be too small to stick something this big. This is like a spiral notebook, you guys. But that's good to know that a full-size iPad can fit all the way down in. So say for instance, you wanna use this as a carry-on bag traveling, you definitely could. Keep in mind, the more you pack in this bag, the heavier she's gonna get. Now on the size difference between this and the regular, these are gonna be side by side in the sizing. This is quite a bit taller, whereas this runs a little bit more east-west. You can kind of see the difference between the two. But with all that stuff in here, you guys, this bag is so heavy. I know a lot of times, like I know if I were to be traveling in an airport with this bag, I'd wear a guitar strap with it for sure. But yeah, this is the large size. And I know right now they're running good sales on the larges. They're well worth it. It's so much leather, it's so much material. And you guys, again, the slouch is just, mwah. It is so great. It holds everything. It has two front pockets and then a back zip pocket with a front slip in front of that zipper pocket there. Of course, you have the gorgeous green color suede. If you'd like to use this bag as a crossbody, you definitely could. I think the most comfortable carry on the large though is just by shoulder personally. Because of the weight, I think it would be a little bit uncomfortable crossbody. However, you do you can, rock her in any way that you like. But yeah, it's gonna definitely give a ton of slouch. The thing I notice about the large is it kind of goes in a little bit. I also have a super soft one here. I don't know if it was just my luck that I got an amazing super slouchy large recently, but I am very happy with that. But yeah, that is the large. Let's go to the regular now. So the regular is a very popular size. It's a size that is great for every day and holds quite a lot of stuff and close to what the large can hold, still holds a lot of items. So here it is in the navy. Okay, so let's go ahead and weigh her right now. All right, so the weight on this one, the regular, is 2 pounds, 12 ounces. That's what I got on my scale. So let's go ahead and do the measurements here together. Okay, I'm measuring the length at 13 inches on the bottom of this regular size. The depth is 6 inches. So that's the same depth as the large. And then as far as height, it's much shorter than the large. It's 8.5. 8.5 on the height. And did I say 13 on the length and then 6 in the depth? Okay. So, not as tall. Yeah. So let's measure the mouth opening of the regular. This mouth opening is 9.5 inches, you guys. Okay. So not bad at all. These bags can get criticized for having small mouth openings, especially once we get into the smaller sizes. You'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. But with this bag, I'm gonna say it's a little bit more east-west in style than the large. And the mouth opening is not as big as the large for sure. However, I think it's still doable. It's just a perfect everyday in the middle of the road. Still a little bit of a heavy weighty bag because it's, you know, still close to 3 pounds, 2.12 ounces. 2 pounds, 1.2, yeah. So let's show you what it does fit. Here is the strap, and by the way, this strap is a 2-part strap, just like the large one. And I guess we could measure the thickness of this strap or the width on it. And you know what? It's very close to the large. It's just under 3/4 of an inch, so very, very close to the large in width. And just like with this bag, I do like to double up this strap, use it as a shoulder bag carry, okay? With this too, I'll use a guitar strap as well. So let's just once again show what I pack into this bag. I'm gonna kind of give you some examples. With the regular size, this is a huge zippy wallet. It's a big full-size wallet, and it for sure goes right in. This big, huge, like Longchamp cosmetic pouch, it can go in as well. This Coach pouch. I've also got the Kiss Lock pouch by Dooney and Bourke. I've got keys, which are in this pouch by Dooney and Bourke. A cell phone example, it's my case. And then let's just say another, like a sunglass case. I think that would be true to real life. So that is completely packed, completely full of my items. Tons of stuff is in here. And then everything can zip right in and flap over. You get this beautiful smile still. This is one of my thickest leather Dooney and Bourke ones. It's an older bag. I didn't buy it used though. It came straight from Dooney and Bourke, but it's very thick leather. I don't know, I got lucky on a batch, I guess you can say. And again, just to show you these two together, and then I'll show you the size comparison from the regular to the mini. This is the mini, okay? I like to kind of show you what they're like just with the ones side by side in the spectrum, I guess you could say, in the lineup. So yeah, so that's pretty much it on the regular. My thoughts on it are, I have a couple of them, and I just think most people have a regular who collect these satchels. I'd say it was known as the small satchel a long time, and this was known as the medium satchel actually. And now they've called this large, and now this is just satchel. That's what we got going on. I call it regular satchel, but yeah, there we go. So next, we're gonna talk about our mini here. Now, I have 4 of these minis. It just kind of goes to show how obsessed I am with this size. This is dead in the middle of all 5, okay? And I'm gonna bring it over here to me to kind of help. We'll put Miss Regular right there. And I'm gonna go over my mini here. This is the color denim. It's beautiful, and I bought this one from a friend. And it is an older style. It does not have that panel bottom base. So this is gonna be an older one. It feels really nice though. It's a very smooth one, and I'm obsessed with this color. I think it's so pretty. Let's get to weighing and talking about the mini. Okay, I'm weighing this mini, and you guys, the pound difference is practically almost 1 whole pound less for the mini compared to the regular here. This one in particular is weighing in at 1 pound 1/4, so 1 pound 14 ounces. It's interesting because I'm wondering if other minis might weigh differently. I have my other mini in chestnut here. I could just weigh this one too, just to see if it's gonna weigh out any differently. I've emptied this one out. I really wanna weigh this just because people come to the mini because of weight problems. Yeah. You guys, this is interesting. So this chestnut one weighs in at 2 pounds, 2 ounce, like 2 pounds, 0.2. So that's interesting. Okay guys, so this is crazy. So this one, this chestnut one, I just weighed it at 2 pounds. So how is this like 1.5 pounds basically, and this one's 2 pounds? So it may be that the older ones are a little bit lighter. You do have a little bit more leather on the bottom of the new mini. So this is a newer one with that bottom base. So very, very interesting on that. Let's go ahead and get to measuring our mini here. Okay, the length is 11.5 inches and the height is 7.5 inches and the depth is 5.5 inches. Okay, just a nice, good medium size. The beautiful thing about the mini, I will say, is how large the mouth opening is compared to the length of the bag. So I will measure that right now. Let's see here. Let's get this right side of the tape measure. That is 9 inches. 9 inches on the mouth opening of the mini. Awesome. It's so big. See how big that opens up wide? You can really get into either side of this bag. Like, sometimes I feel like with the regular satchel, with the regular one, like if I open it up wide, I have to go clear over to one side or the other and I can't see on either side of the bag, whereas this one, everything is really open at a glance. So there we have it. Now, I want to show you everything that I would normally pack into my mini. And it's kind of interesting because I am carrying a mini right now. You know what? Quite a lot can fit into this. I'm the type of person though who carries kind of either a compact wallet or a card holder. And I don't carry a large catch-all all the time. So, but here is the Kisslock coin pouch, or the Kisslock pouch, large frame purse, the compact Florentine wallet. I'm going to show you like packing my cell phone in here. I put this in here, this little Florentine pouch. I always carry like a business card holder. Let me show you that a large zip around wallet can definitely fit into this bag as well very easily. So if you are the type of person who carries a full-size wallet, you definitely could fit it in this mini without even hardly turning the wallet here on this mouth opening. So that's good. I'm gonna move that micro out of the way. Let's see here. We've got also like a large sunglass case, and let's just go ahead and close it up. I've got so much packed in here. It's heavier, but you know, it still can hold all the weight for sure. And there we have it, you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. And with this strap on the mini, I don't think I measured it. She is a much thinner strap, just a 2-part strap. This is one of the ones I really wish they would have given us a 3-part strap on. I really do. I wish they all were 3-part straps, in fact. Not just 2 of the sizes, but you could still do the double up shoulder bag method with this shoulder strap method with this one as well. Let's show you what this looks like compared to the micro. Okay. They're close, they're extremely close. A lot of people have both of these. So there we have the mini size. Very popular. Like I'd say most everybody wants to go for a mini. If you though have tons of stuff you like to carry, this might still be too small for you, and therefore you may want to go with the regular size. But I'd say this thing still packs so much in it. Yeah, the mini is nice because I feel like it is significantly less weight than the regular and completely less weight than the large one. I mean, this thing is almost like slightly luggagey. Not really. I mean, I'm carrying this as an everyday bag. So now we've gone over large, regular, and mini, okay? And let's go ahead and head on down now to the micro size. This is so beautiful, you guys. I spotted this fuchsia color and I had to have it because I think for the micro, like doing a pop like of the red or the just a fun pop of color is awesome. However, I also have this in natural for a fantastic neutral. This one in black on black is beautiful. And yeah, it's just so cute. The proportions of the micro are adorable, okay? And I love to wear this one mainly crossbody when I do wear it. Okay. This is a bag that fits all of my essentials and then some. I never really have to totally downsize out of it. Let's measure her and get her weight. Okay, you guys, 1 pound, 14 ounces. 1 pound, 14 ounces on this. And so just under the mini was right at 2 pounds. So there you have it. The mini really, I'm gonna say the mini in the new style because really that's what they're selling on the Dooney and Bourke websites. So 1 pound, 4 ounces. Let's get her measured out. Okay, so this little gal is 10 inches across. She's 7 inches in height. And she's 7 inches high and 5 inches in depth. 10 by 7 by 5. Still a really good sized bag. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, it's petite. Here's where the kicker comes in. Now on the micro, this mouth opening is kind of small, okay? And I'm gonna measure it because I know for a fact the mini has a 9-inch mouth opening and this one is 7.5, okay? It's a whole 1.5 inches less. And I know for some folks that drives them absolutely crazy. It's there, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So therefore for this bag, I enjoy carrying a compact wallet for this bag or a card holder. If you try to put the full-size wallet in here, it might be a little cumbersome. I'm kind of rearranging the bags around the table because I want you guys to see what I'm showing you. So what I would pack in my micro would be, well here, let me show you first about like a full-size wallet. It can go in, but you have to turn it, and when it's in there, it's kind of stuck-ish. It's kind of like stuck down in there. Then you have to like really try to get it out like that, and that just drives me crazy. If your full-size wallet was smaller than this, like you'd be fine. I know some Louis Vuitton wallets that are full-size that are more compact, okay? So here's what I would put into my micro is, here's my little Florentine zip around. Great wallet for this bag, perfect wallet. I would use, again, this cute Kiss Lock large frame pouch, my, you know, Florentine zippy compartment coin case. And let's show you that I normally on a day-to-day carry glasses in a soft pouch. That can go in there comfortably. And that's everything that I could fit in there. I could still even put another card holder and a pair of AirPods in there. That's what she looks like, okay? I hope everybody's seeing this. And then zipper on it. And there you have it. Everything's perfect in this bag. Now, with the micro and the nano sizes, you get a 3-part strap that look like this. You have 2 buckles, okay? And that means you can take out the center piece and put the 2 end pieces together to make it a shorter shoulder bag. That's ingenious, and I wish they would have done that with every single satchel size. Let's measure the width of this cutie. This strap, it's a 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch in width, okay? Yeah, it feels really, really nice. The slouchiness on this bag, you know, it's smaller, so it's gonna be a tiny bit more structured than say like a large or the regular, which could give you a little bit more droopy slouch effect. It's cute. And let's show you, I showed you what the mini is next to the micro, but let's show you what the micro and the nano look like side by side now. Here we have these two. There's the bottoms, okay? And yeah, I would have to say on a perfect everyday basis, this is a great everyday bag. This is a good size, this is a good size, and the regular is a great size on an everyday basis. Like, it's not too much bag that it's totally in your way. I found by carrying my large on an everyday basis, she's a big mama, but I can handle her. But if I had to make my choice between just everyday carry, getting in and out of the car, putting the bag into a shopping cart, you know, just wearing the bag while shopping, I feel like these 3 middle sizes feel the best on my body. They're not so heavy. They feel like I can still maneuver around the world, around my world fine, okay? Yeah, that's really all I can say. This is such a good size and I'm obsessed with the micro, in fact. So let's move on to the last size, you guys. We're gonna go over now, let's trade places. I'm gonna bring the little nano back here and kind of move my regular size out of the frame. Here we have the Cutie Patootie Nano, and this is in the color Brown Tea Moro. It is so pretty. I will tell you the reason why I purchased the Nano is for traveling purposes. I feel like it's a bag that I can take in a tote, get it out as my destination purse in a sense, and have a great crossbody for sightseeing, for doing activities, things of the sort. So right now, all I have on the inside of this cutie is the strap, okay? And let's weigh her. All right, she weighs 1 pound, 11 ounces. 1 pound, 11 ounces. Not bad. You know, it's so funny, you would look at this and you're like, 1 pound, 11 ounces, where's that really coming from? You guys, these materials are freaking amazing. Like, this leather is so thick on this little baby. Yeah, it's just so great. This hardware is gold-plated hardware, by the way, so it's nice. Let's get our measurements here now. Her length is 8.5 inches. Okay, 8.5 by 6 in height by 4.5 in the depth, okay? So pretty petite. And let's measure this mouth opening. This is the smallest of the mouth openings, as it should be. It's the Nano. So we'll measure here. It's a 6-inch mouth opening, okay? And then let's take a look at the strap that it comes with before we start packing it. So this is the 3-part strap like I was talking to you about the micro. This is just the Nanos, and it's a 3-part strap, so you can turn this into a shoulder bag very easily by removing that middle section. And then the width of the little Nano strap, it's the same as the micro. It's a 1/2 inch in width, so that's really good. The hardware is small, you know, like compared to the hardware. I don't know if you guys can see, look at how much of a difference the large to the Nano hardware is. You know, it's all comparable. Here's the regular strap even, it's quite a significance. Yeah, the largest hardware, I think is, sorry, I have to look at this for myself. Actually, the large and the regular satchel have the same hardware size. I thought the large one had bigger hardware on the clasp, so. But yeah, so you guys, this is gonna definitely be a travel bag that I would wear crossbody, because for me, I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? And I could wear this by shoulder bag. I could wear any of these by shoulder style. I mean, and, but I think primarily I'm gonna wear it by a crossbody. So let's show you what I do pack. I will say I can't fit all my daily essentials into this size. I have everything that I would carry on a day-to-day in here. When I would carry this, I'd probably switch to a card holder, but this is the Florentine wallet. And that does go down in there. You kind of have to wiggle it down in. And then I absolutely have to have my little pouch here for my keys. I'm gonna see if my Pro Max size, this is a max size cell phone case. Okay, that is in there. So this this bag fits a max size iPhone. So that's good. Now, if I'm out traveling, sightseeing, I'm probably gonna carry my phone on me, but you know what? It's nice and secure in the bag. So right now I have my keys, my wallet, and then like if I wanna have some AirPods on the plane, I can try to fit my sunglasses in here. I may have to downsize these. I wanna just see, and I hate to do this, but let's just see if I pull up my sunnies, if they can just lay on the top. Okay, they can, and then I would close that up. That's very packed now. Isn't this so stinking cute? Like I can't even handle it. So, oh my gosh, it smells so good. Micro to nano, yeah. I would rarely carry this bag, honestly. Like, this is gonna be one of my rarest of carried just for me, because I do like to have more things with me on the day-to-day. The nice thing though about this when I'm traveling is I can just be minimal and keep, like a lot of times I just go to Arizona to see Josh and I can keep a lot of my other important things in my carry-on tote and just bring my traveling necessities in here, like my ID, my credit cards and things like that. Here we have the Nano, you guys. It's got, you know, the long crossbody strap. So that really is all of them, you guys. That is all of the bags that I have gone through here for you today. This table is a complete mess now. I'll go ahead, I'm gonna do the modeling shots here right now at the end, but if you guys have any questions whatsoever, hit me up and let me know what they are. Put them in the comment section down below. It's just the best silhouette. Like, I don't know. It's a classic piece. I think that these have been for sale for like, what, 16, 17 years? Is that true or not? I don't know. I do remember going to like a Dooney and Bourke outlet in Las Vegas, I think when Dean was like 2 years old, and that would have been 13 years ago. And they had a denim satchel that I almost bought, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't think I was really into handbags back then. So, but yeah, I just love every single detail, every single just bit of these bags. I wish I had a made in America one, but that's okay. They're all made beautifully, and I think Dooney and Bourke is just fantastic for the price, you know? So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching my satchel guide. It was fun, and stay tuned now for the modeling shots. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.